I've opened dozens of Miniverse capsules over the past year, but somehow these 3 have been sitting unfinished on my shelf. So today we're finally making all 3, and I think we'll start with this one. This is the Hello Kitty bento box, and I know that I believe I have multiples of this, so I don't know why I didn't bother to make it. I think I thought I had to secure all the pieces in, but I really only have to secure the rice together. So I'm going to do that, and then I am going to put the cute little faces on them. I love how they gave you this super cute little mold for Hello Kitty, so you can make multiples if you want, even outside of this bento box. But the problem came with sticking the tiny little faces on. For some reason it would not stick to the actual rice. Maybe I didn't put enough resin in it to make it a more smooth mixture, but I wanted some texture on the rice to make it look like an actual rice ball. So I had to peel the pieces off myself and stick them on one by one, which is why they look a little derpy, which you'll notice in the end. But other than that, everything else was just sticking it inside the bento box, and it was cute and complete. Still, it turned out pretty good, and you can't notice the wonkiness too much from the face, even though it does look a little derpy. But this kit was actually pretty easy to make, and I loved how it turned out. I think I'm going to mold the rest of the ingredients in it. Next up, we are going to do the Dino Pinata, and this is another one that I dreaded because I knew that wrapping the goat foil on it would probably be difficult, as well as putting on the pinata-y texture things. But they actually weren't as bad as I thought. It was actually pretty easy. It was very sticky, but it adhered really well, even though some of the little paper pieces did flake off here and there. I did try to feather them out a little bit just to make it look more pinata-y and not so flat against the case. The rest of it was easy, just putting the little spines on and the eyes on both sides, and the pinata itself is done. Next up, we're just going to make the chocolate as is. Now, I did make my own chocolate for this outside of this because I noticed that the color wasn't as deep of a chocolate color as I wanted. So I made a couple just to sit on the outside, not actually to go inside of the pinata. Here they are all foiled and ready to go in. Now, I made a ton of extra little pieces of chocolate, and I didn't want to use all the goat wrappers, so I actually just used some silver leaf foil, and that gave me a very difficult time, but I did manage to get it on them and stick them in the bag as party favors for little silver foil chocolates. And here's how this one turned out. It was super cute and very easy, not as bad as I thought it was going to be, so I dreaded it for nothing. Lastly, we are going to do a popsicle set, and the reason why I didn't do this originally was because I've done tons of different kinds of popsicles, but I actually hadn't done them as is. So we are going to do the strawberry popsicle that comes with the blueberries in it, and I noticed that this resin was actually a lot thicker than the others have been, maybe because I was custom mixing my own, but this one was a lot more easier to handle and did not leak out as much as the other resin does, so I'm thinking this was more of a higher viscosity resin. So that was awesome to learn, so if I want to make more another time, I know what to do. So I did cure these in batches so that the first set of berries would stay at the bottom, and then I added more berries afterwards and the sticks, and then cured those after making sure I put as many as I wanted in. I did want it to have a lot more fruit than normal because I wanted these to be a little bit different than the popsicles I normally do, even though I think this was about as much as they do in the actual Miniverse kit. I feel like these turned out super cute, as popsicles normally do, and I loved the color of them with the fruit on the inside. So it was actually an adorable set that I put off making for no good reason. But that's okay because we still got to make them in the end. And here is everything that we made today from the unfinished kits. I'm so glad that we got to finally finish these. There are probably more that I could do, so if you guys have any other ones that you'd like to see that I haven't done, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!